So, yeah, something really weird has been going on with my PC flipping lately, especially the last couple of weeks. I wanted to talk about it with all of you and get your thoughts. Let's get right into it. I started building PCs to flip over a year ago. And during that time, I've got about 30 sales with PCs out there in the wild and doing well. I hardly ever have any issues with folks and their PCs, so overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. But I did notice about 2 months ago or so, and I put this in a video, I saw one of the PCs that I sold pop up for sale on Facebook Marketplace from another seller. And here it is, and I actually referenced this in another video when it happened, but here's my ad for the build. I ended up selling it for $900. And probably a month or so later, I saw it pop up here for sale by another reseller. You can tell it's the same computer. It looks incredibly similar, has all the same hardware. And so I reached out to him and I asked him, hey, why did you sell the PC? And he just says he ran into some financial problems and he needed to sell it for the money. Like, okay, I can understand that. This next one is a real doozy, and this is where it gets interesting. But here's a budget build. Here's my ad for it that I actually helped my son put together so that he can learn how to build computers and flip computers. And actually, if you're interested in me doing a video about him and I doing a build together and me teaching him, leave a comment. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. But anyhow, this was his build, and I sold it to a kid. The kid was probably 15 or 16 years old, who said he was really tight on money, and I ended up selling it to this kid for $400 with the promise that he was going to pay me the remaining $50 later. I know that was probably super stupid, but that's what I did. I was just trying to help this kid out, and my son was anxious to get his build sold. Anyhow, about 3 or 4 weeks after I did that, I see this pop up on my marketplace, and again, it's the same reseller from the last one listing it for sale. And so I reached out to the kid and I was like, hey, I see that you sold my computer. When am I going to get the $50? He made all kind of promises, and long story short, that was like 2-3 months ago. No $50 for me. So hard lesson learned on that one. So I don't know why he sold it. He's not communicating with me anymore, and I have no explanation for what happened there. So I had both of those PCs get resold by somebody. Those were, a month, 2 months ago, whatever. Not a big deal. This is where it starts to get really kind of goofy. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, I see this PC pop up for sale, and it's definitely my computer. You can see the ad here. Here's the ad from when I sold it. Obviously, it's the exact same computer, exact same specs, down to the custom white painted 6650 XT. That's clearly my computer. The weird part is the person who's selling it is not even the person that I sold it to. So no idea what is going on there. The funny thing is he's listing it for sale for less than what I sold it to the first guy for. So I'm not sure what the deal is. It looks like it's still working. I've got half a mind to reach out and try to lowball him and buy it back. I'm a little nervous because why is he selling it for so cheap? But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Should I lowball this guy and try to buy my own computer back and then sell it again? So kind of weird that 3 of my PCs sold a couple of months ago, or at least are listed up for sale by somebody else. A little bit bizarre, but here's where things really and truly get off the rails. So here's an ad for a computer that I sold probably, well, according to the screenshot I took here, 33 weeks ago. So like 6 months ago, sold it to a guy, Ryzen 5 3600 2070 Super in a Montec Air 100, and I never heard from him again. Well, one of the guys in my Discord server who also happens to be in my local area messaged me and said, hey, another one of your PCs is for sale, because he and I have been talking about this. And I said, well, that's funny. I said, I can't click on the link. So, of course, the guy who is now listing it back up for sale blocked me, so I can't see the listing, which is kind of funny. But again, this is where it gets kind of crazy. I sold him this computer for $700. He's now got it listed for $1,000, which is absolutely insane. And not only that, he copy and pasted my pictures in my description, like exactly. Didn't even go out of his way to take his own pictures. You can see there's my workbench and my mod mat from Gamers Nexus there. And again, just word for word copied of my description. Super strange. I don't know what this guy's deal is. He must have just went on mine, copied it down, and then blocked me. But very bizarre. This next one here is a build I sold about 2 months ago, And you can see he reposted it, took his own pictures, did his own description for the most part. He did copy some of my description, but he took his own photos and he says in there that he's just got to let it go for financial reasons. So, again, I can respect that. This last flip is absolutely insane. So, let's just walk through it. So, here is a picture of the ad I put up, although I never actually posted it for sale, and here's why. I had a guy in my local area reach out to me and said, hey, I need a PC, but I need it tonight. Is there something we can do? And I told him that I had PC parts all ready to go. I just hadn't put it together yet, but I could put it together and sell it to him that night if that's what he wanted to do. Told him I was going to sell it for $950. He said that he would do $900, but he would commit to doing it today. And I said, all right, well, it's Christmas time. Sure, I'll do that. And then he told me that he was a streamer and he makes money, and that's why he's really pushing to get it done. So I worked that entire day to build the PC, troubleshoot it, because I actually had some issues with it. Got it all squared away, got it tested, got it benchmarked, make sure it worked. And I even sent him pictures of the build process as I was going. And it was right before Christmas time that I ended up delivering it to him, like the 23rd or the 24th maybe. So pushed it through, got it done, made the sale. And I made a little bit of money on that one too, so I was happy about it. Well, much to my surprise, less than a week later, I see my own PC up on Facebook Marketplace. Not only that, he stole my pictures, and he didn't copy my description exactly, but he even got some of the parts wrong, saying that they were all brand new. He says the power supply is an 850 watt. Those things are just not true. I don't know why he's doing that. Additionally, he paid $900 for it, which is pretty fair. He's got it listed for $1,450. Just absolutely nuts. So I reached out to him again and asked him how the PC was doing, and he didn't answer me. So I don't know what his deal is, but he's trying to make like $500 selling my PC only a week after me building it for him. So absolutely crazy. Anybody out there that has sold a PC on Facebook Marketplace, have you ever seen this happen before? I certainly am not surprised for it to happen once or twice, but 4 of these are currently for sale right now, and they've gone up in the last 2 weeks. And the thing that I think is really weird is the folks that are using my pictures and my description and just copying and pasting it in their own. Super bizarre. I'd love to hear from anybody who's experienced something like this. Let me know what y'all think. What is the reason why this is happening? Am I not selling my PCs for enough and people think they can get more? I don't really know what to think. Leave a comment. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy PC flipping content. Give this video a like. Hope everybody's having a great start to their new year. We'll see you on the next one.